What's good, Vikes? I'm Andre.
And I'm Elina. Welcome back to Viking Vision.
As we head into the holiday seasons, we should be aware of those around us who may be struggling with difficult times in their lives.
Many feel vulnerable during the holiday season and oftentimes try to find an escape.
Suicide is a leading cause of death amongst young people.
Family and friends will suffer from pain and grief.
Signs to look for include mood swings, changes in appetite, no sleep, and loss of interest.
Even if it doesn't seem like it, there's someone that always will love you and support you.
If you or someone you know are displaying these signs, please contact the National Suicide Hotline.
If you notice anyone who may be going through problems, don't forget to speak up and reach out to the counseling office or call the Suicide Prevention Hotline.
The time has finally come. This upcoming week is Thanksgiving break. From November 20th to November 24th, we will have no school. Take this time to reflect on all the things you're thankful for, and have a great one, Vikings.
Our Fall Renaissance Rally will be on Friday, November 17th in the gym, and the theme this year is horror. Renaissance will be honoring students who have met GPA requirements, so be sure to be there as we honor our hardworking peers.
The City of Covina will be having their annual Christmas parade on Saturday, December 2nd, and volunteers are needed to help guard the light towers from 4:15 to 9 p.m. If you are interested in volunteering, please see Ms. Worley in the Career Center. You can also volunteer at Action Food Pantry, located on the corner of Covina Boulevard and Hollenbeck Avenue, every Monday from 3 to 7 p.m. Bible Club is still collecting shoeboxes with toys for Operation Christmas Child. If you have any questions, please speak to Mr. Bond in C7. I'm Zuli, your special segment anchor.
Thanksgiving Day is quickly coming our way, with several perspectives on this holiday. To demonstrate how different girls and guys think, we asked Viking students on their thoughts on Thanksgiving break.
The best Thanksgiving meal I've ever had has to be mashed potatoes.
The potatoes. The craziest / funniest Thanksgiving would probably be...
I have like gossipy godparents, and they came down last year, and for those of you who speak Spanish, you'll understand. But last year they were asking me, ¿Y tu novio? And I was like, ¿Y tus papeles?
My grandma had drinking too much champagne, right? So my cousins decided that they were gonna switch her champagne with apple cider, and she did not notice the difference. She kept drinking and was like, this is so much fun.
It started when the white people came and they took the land and the and the food from the Native Americans, and then they were like, let's celebrate that we stole all of your things.
I thought the turkey would actually look nice and golden, but
I just kind of want to throw up when I look at it. So
I always expected, because you know how on the TV shows they always put a big turkey in the center plate, and we all have a big long row, and all the families talking across the table, but that's not how we do it.
I have to be thankful for my family and friends. Beauty for my friends, my family. I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ham, ram. Chicken. Thank God for Thanksgiving.
Despite the differences between girls and guys, we all have something to be thankful for. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Viking Code and have an awesome Thanksgiving break.
Hey Vikings, I'm Deja.
And I'm Mark. Welcome back to VVSN.
Football recently played an intense game against San Dimas, with the boys making it close in the second half. However, we fell short with a score of 48-42. The following week, our boys destroyed Wilson with a score of 35-6. Our football boys season sadly came to an end after a loss against Milliken High School in the first round of CIF with a score of 55-23. Good luck to our seniors who will continue your football career at the next level.
Volleyball had an amazing season. The girls made it to CIF, but unfortunately lost in the first round against Fontana by winning 1 out of the 4 sets. Congratulations on a great season, ladies. Good luck to all you seniors.
Cross country wrapped up their season, and 2 of our Lady Vikes are on their way to CIF. Brianna Gutierrez and Charlie Ariano placed 2nd and 3rd in league. That's all for sports. We are looking forward to winter sports. See you on the fields,
courts,
and mats.
Remember, Vikes, VVSN is gold.
Northview's drama department held its annual evening of theater, which featured scenes performed by Northview's brightest stars to a full house.
So for Evening of Theater, I was in Prisoner of 2nd Avenue, and I was in one called Fat Pig, concentrated on a woman, and she gets to meet this stranger by coincidence, and they just have a good time. What I did to practice is not typically what other people do. Record the other person's lines, and I would leave space for myself to add in what I was gonna say. I wanted to be involved in acting because it was just something I had never tried.
The scene that I was in for Evening of Theater was called Prisoner of 2nd Avenue. My scene was about a 2 married couple, Mel, who I played as, and what happened was that my apartment in New York City got robbed. As I'm going over this situation, I put myself in that situation, so I go from becoming me to the character. Whenever I used to watch them acting, it would just be like a big inspiration to me. Like, I felt that this is what I want to do when I grow up. Northview students could get involved by putting it on their class schedule, or when we're having our original scene festival or evening of theater. Usually what they do on the announcements is that they announce it. You guys could go to M2, get a script, and yeah, that's about it.
My name is Francisco Moreno. I was an actor in the Evening of Theater. My scene was called For Whom the Southern Belle Tolls. There's 2 sons. There's this one son named Lawrence, where he's like awful, like no girl would date him, okay? Then you have his other brother, Tom. You know, like he's alright, he's decent. Then we have her mom. And oh my god, our mom is like, she just hates our guts. Like, she hates us. Miss Amanda is trying to get me to get with somebody so she can take me out of the house and live happily ever after. So my brother Tom brings up this girl named Guinea. She's deaf. So you can already see how that's going to happen. So then Lawrence is really soft-spoken. So when I try interacting with Guinea, it's usually just trying to be like, hey Guinea, like, hey. And she's always constantly yelling, and I'm always afraid, like, oh dude, this isn't for me. In the end, we find out that Guinea is actually a lesbian. So then we have to overcome all this. So we're like, oh my god, how are we gonna deal with this? Now Amanda's like so upset because like, yo, I thought she was straight, you know? So in the end, Amanda breaks one of my swizzle sticks. And these swizzle sticks, that was like Lawrence's girlfriend. Like honestly, he cared about it. He just couldn't take it anymore. And so Amanda just kicked her out of the house.
Man, that was a dope show. If you missed it, be sure to check out Original Scene Festival in the spring.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Viking Vision.
Remember, Vikes, gold life,
good life.
We'll see you next time.
I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey, turkey dee, turkey, turkey dap. I eat the turkey and I take a nap.